Now at 5, growing pains. Eagle Mountain battling over new development or open spaces. Hear what the community and leaders are saying about a new proposal. Plus, sex abuse lawsuit. The Boy Scouts of America and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints facing more legal trouble. We're breaking down the claims from a former Utah Scout. And
show me your hands now! Show me your hands!
A deadly police shooting in Murray. We're sharing the decision handed down on if officers were justified.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Good evening, I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. The city of Eagle Mountain has seen a lot of growth, and the proposed development to accommodate those moving in is drawing criticism from residents who currently live there.
ABC4's Kayla Baggerly joining us live from Eagle Mountain this evening. And Kayla, there's clearly two sides to this discussion, but what are you hearing from those who support and oppose the development then?
Well, Emily, trails like these are something that the community says they love to hike, bike, and run on. And they say that they're worried with these developments coming up, what that could mean for these trails, for the wildlife and open spaces. Officials with the city say that they're trying to listen and create solutions to these concerns.
Eagle Mountain, with a population of over 50,000, is known for open spaces and wildlife. Right now, the city is working closely with the developer to address citizen concerns related to an upcoming development proposal. This is in an area behind Hidden Hollow Elementary, known for its biking trails.
And serves thousands and tens of thousands of people, right? Not only from the community, but we get about 70% of our traffic on our trails comes from actually Salt Lake County.
Those concerns being preservation of wildlife and outdoor trails.
Our planning department has really been working diligently to see if some of those trails can be moved to some of the land that isn't necessarily going to be developed, or can really preserve that land and set it aside so that some of that open space can be conserved.
Hidden Valley proposal consists of over 1,000 housing units. Because these trails were built on private land that was vested in 2011, they will need to be relocated or removed. Citizens say although they'll be sad to see them go, they understand and are grateful they were able to use these trails for so long. In the proposal, there are also around 38 acres of land the city is considering selling. Adam Clark, who has lived in Eagle Mountain for 6 years, says he's worried if this is sold, it can impact how much room they'll have left for trails, and that some plans discussed to preserve them might not be enough.
I guess our big plea was to them, one, don't sell the trails on that one property. Two, we're going to lose a whole bunch of trails. Understand the impact of that and help us find a place to move them.
Will the city say they understand the citizens' request to keep an open space and are looking into options to keep in mind conservation of wildlife and concerns with the trails.
Trying to listen to residents and have high quality outcomes for the community.
Now, these developments with Perry Homes are expected to start around May or June. In Tuesday's meeting with the Eagle Mountain Planning Commission, amendments were proposed to protect the city's wildlife corridor and regulate housing density. This proposal will be reviewed in another meeting in February where we could see some decisions being made. Reporting live in Eagle Mountain, Kayla Baggerly, ABC4 News.
Kayla, thank you. Now to an update from the Canyon School District. Eastmont Middle School students will go back to in-person learning next week, but won't be returning to their school. The district says these students have been learning from home since winter break after officials found asbestos in the basement. But starting Tuesday, in-person classes will resume at the old Crescent View Middle School facility until the specialized cleanup is complete. Buses will continue to take kids to the temporary location, which is about a 6-minute drive southwest of Eastmont. In a health alert, a new study could provide some peace of mind for parents of children with a history of a rare illness.
Yeah, researchers finding kids with multi-system inflammatory syndrome did not have more serious reactions to COVID-19 vaccines than the general population. Now, MIS-C is an uncommon response to coronavirus found especially among Black and Hispanic children. It can cause severe illness involving the heart, lungs, kidneys, blood, or even the brain. Doctors say this study was aimed towards parents who are hesitant to vaccinate their children.
Despite, the fact that their children got MIS-C after COVID-19, there still was a sense of hesitancy with the vaccine itself. I think it's natural.
Researchers in this study enrolled the families of nearly 400 children with MIS-C, finding the vaccine is not tied to the illness coming back or heart complications. They hope the study will encourage parents about the safety and benefits of the vaccine.
Time now for a first look at the weather forecast and a nice little break between the storms.
Yeah, that warmth, I'm telling you, I brought it up earlier in the show, Alana, but it felt nice out there today.
40s feel nice. That's winter for you in Utah, right? We're like, oh, and we're breathing easier because of the clearer conditions that are out there with those dry conditions. We're going to start up in Cache Valley because it's just stunning. You can see that sun going down, that shot from Logan. They've been a little chilly up there in Cache Valley. They made it into the mid 30s today. But in Salt Lake and southern Utah, mid to upper 40s, 46 degrees in Cedar City as we take that live look from our Southern Utah University network camera. Temperatures along the Wasatch Front in the 40s. Now we're losing that daylight and dropping into the upper 30s in Ogden and Provo, 52 in St. George. That high pressure started to build once we cleared that wet weather yesterday, and it's continued throughout the day today. Few clouds sneaking through the area as that high takes control. We definitely are doing very well when it comes to mountain snowpack. We love to see healthy numbers. We're going to talk about when we can add to this snowpack map, and more precipitation on the way coming up in my full forecast in just a few moments. Glenn, Emily, back to you.
Thank you, Alana. New developments tonight as a man going by John Doe files a lawsuit against the Boy Scouts of America and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yes, ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Cade Garner joining us from Ogden. And Cade, tell us more about how the case is tied to the state.
Yeah, well, the lawsuit says that John Doe was a Boy Scout under the Crossroads of the West Council, which is based in South Ogden. Right here behind me, you can see it, and serves a large portion of the state. Now, the lawsuit also alleges that Doe was sexually abused by his leaders and told to keep quiet. Court documents say John Doe was, quote, sexually abused, raped, and fondled as a child by people in positions of trust within the local chapter of the Boy Scouts and church. The documents state defendants knew or responsibly should have known that abusers posed a threat of sexual abuse to innocent Boy Scouts, including plaintiff. The documents also state that over the years, as a result of the abuse, John Doe has and will continue to suffer personal, physical, and psychological injuries. Today, I spoke with an attorney who represents 7,000 former Scouts and says the relationship Boy Scouts of America had with so many different organizations makes these cases particularly hard.
This has been swept under the rug for so long, and I think now's the time that we look at ourselves as a country and say, look, we want to represent survivors.
Now, Adam Kraus tells me that he hopes to see a federal law that will get rid of the statute of limitations for sexual abuse survivors across the nation. I also reached out to Boy Scouts of America and the law firm that's taking up this case today. Neither have responded to me at this time. I also reached out to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they declined to give us any comment. Reporting live in South Ogden, Cade Garner, ABC4 News.
Okay, thank you. A former Kaysville firefighter kicked out of the department and behind bars tonight. Police say they caught 29-year-old Andrew Leonard sending half-naked pictures to who he thought was a 13-year-old girl through an app. Little did Leonard know he was actually talking to an undercover officer. Police arresting him for enticing a minor. Meantime, Kaysville Fire Department responding, saying this: these allegations leave everyone in our city shocked and dismayed.
And new at 5, 2 officers involved in a 2021 deadly shooting will not face any criminal charges. Salt Lake County District Attorney Sim Gill announcing the decision today and releasing body camera footage from the day Willie Salazar was shot and killed. Murray officers called out after Salazar's mother, claiming he was trying to kill her. An argument, Gill says, broke out over spilled Q-tips in the bathroom. When police arrived, Salazar refused to speak to them and exchanged gunfire with officers, shooting one in the leg. The second time officers fired at Salazar, Gill says he was unarmed. Take a look at this.
Shoot at your heads! Get them out where we can see them! Now shoot at your heads!
We could not prove, even on that third incident there, that it was unreasonable.
Gill says a jury would likely find the officer's use of force reasonable, and for that reason, neither will be charged. The officers did not comment on the shooting during the investigation, which Gill notes is their right.
In national news, Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore says he's deeply concerned about 3 police-related deaths in the span of 2 days. They all happened earlier this month, police shooting and killing 2 men. One of those men having a mental health crisis, and police did not call for specialist help, as is procedure. The third man who died went into cardiac arrest hours after police used a stun gun on him. He is related to a Black Lives Matter co-founder. The deaths are drawing criticism from anti-police violence protesters.
We have mental health workers that respond to mental health crises. They don't need cops with guns.
Chief Moore says he expedited the release of the body cam videos so family members and the public could see what happened. All of the cases are still under investigation. In West Valley City, students are home from Hunter Junior High School for the day, but hallways and classrooms are not empty.
No, they aren't. Police officers pouring into the school to prepare for the worst case scenarios. Witnessing now these routine trainings simulating a school shooting, prompting police response. West Valley City officers trading off roles as police, students, staff, and the shooter throughout the day. The behind-the-scenes footage comes from police. The real-life scenario training was closed off to the public, and here's why.
There's tactical logistics and security measures that we don't want to make readily available to the public.
Today's active shooter training is nothing new for police or for the Granite School District. They do this as often as they can when students are not at school.
Hi, this is ABC4 photojournalist Tracy Smith, and what you're looking at is a 2024 Mustang pre-production car, never before seen in Utah. It's one of many that you can see at the Utah Auto Expo, and tonight at 6, we're giving you the sneak peek.
Still ahead in this newscast, more documents from the Obama administration found in President Joe Biden's possession. The president speaking out about the ongoing investigation.
And check out Deer Creek. Great picture by Lonnie. Send your weather photos to weather@abc4.com. People ice fishing with the clouds in the sky. Dry conditions today. When that changes in Utah's most accurate forecast.